Welcome back, guys. I'm Clemente, and today I wanted to show you a little bit about the Fuerte avocado tree, and for this matter, any avocado tree. We're going to talk about sunburn and how to eliminate most of it and how to protect your tree from the harsh sun that comes around in June, July, August, September, and October here in the Southern California region. Avocados, as you know, they come from like a tropical area, foresty. Um, Usually there's a lot of trees all packed together, so the sun starts and comes beaming down from the top. And the sides, being that all the trees are close together, the sides are usually not bombarded with sun. So in the natural habitat, what happens is the sun only comes out from the top. The sides rarely get any sun because they're being covered by their neighboring trees. This is why you really don't want to top your avocado trees. However, when you're in a small garden like mine, in the backyard, it's okay to top them, keep them short, bushy instead of 30 feet tall. And there's always ways to protect them. For example, out here, what I like to do is put a thin layer of acrylic latex paint on the branches, okay? It's a mixture of 50-50 paint and water. There's also products that you can buy online or your local nurseries that are organic. They say it's better for the tree and it doesn't allow these paint flakes to eventually, over 3, 4, 5 years, to flake off and go into your dirt. That's a great valid point. However, I'm not too worried about a little bit of this. It's already diluted at 50%. And on top of it, it's not the end of the world. There's way more harsh chemicals out there in the water that we drink every single day instead of this little bit of paint that goes on this tree that the tree does not absorb, and it will not introduce itself into the fruits that we will eventually eat. So, sunburn, why is it important to eliminate or help reduce it on our trees? Because on our branches, these green layers of new growth has the green cambium layer. That cambium layer is very delicate and soft and tender. That's what allows the tree to uptake the nutrients and the water from the soil and then push it through the stems, push it through the leaves, eventually going to the fruits, eventually coming to us. So if you damage that canal, so-called, let's call it your veins of the tree, if you damage that, the tree's going to have a hard time doing its job and uploading those nutrients, those vital nutrients and waters for the plant to have good growth. Sunburn is irreversible. Once it happens, the damage is irreversible. It does not go away. So you want to protect it. Painting it once a year, even every 2 years is fine. And again, you just have to paint the new growth. So for example, this branch, I painted it about 6 months ago. Now you're going to see the paint stops right here. The branch is going to keep growing. Next year, I'm going to paint another 2 feet of this, and so on with the rest of it. I'm going to bring you in a little closer so you could see what the sunburn actually looks like. I'm sure you guys have a good idea, but this tree is my Fuerte avocado tree. It's about 4 years old, already fruiting. I purchased it from a local nursery and loving it. It's in a raised garden bed. As you know, my garden in particular, I like to grow everything in a raised garden bed because I make my own soil that's very sandy in order to create good drainage, simply because my original native soil is all clay soil. And avocado trees do not want to sit in water. They love regular water, but they want to get wet and dry up. They want to get wet and have that water run off and dry off. They do not like sitting in water. It creates root rot, funguses, eventually the trees will be sad, the leaves will all fall off, and your tree is gonna maybe, most likely, die. I don't know of any trees that do well in clay soil just sitting in a puddle of water. So I like to make my own soil, which is a mixture of native sand with some, let me see if I can show you a little closer. It's hard to see, but native sand or native soil with a little bit of construction washed sand, and of course compost. And I also used raised garden bed soil. I usually put it all in a cement mixer and have the mixer do all the hard work for me instead of shoveling it by hand, spending a lot of time back breaking, aching pains for the next 5 days when you need to mix 1,000 pounds of dirt. If you're just doing a couple pots, no problem. Get your wheelbarrow, mix it up, and you're good to go. But when you're doing a lot of trees, a lot of areas, a cement mixer works great. Anyways, let's bring you in for a closer look at what sunburn looks like. And I'm also going to show you, let's do this. I'm going to show you some close-ups of good branches, of what they look naturally that are unharmed, undamaged, and then the sunburnt ones. I'm going to bring you over to the Pinkerton avocado I have in my backyard, simply because this one, I've been taking care of it since day one, and I've had very, very, very little sunburn on it. I mean, just a couple little spots, but my Pinkerton has a lot more. So let's go over there and take a look. So this is what a brand new, freshly sprouted branch looks like. Nice and green. This green thin bark is actually the cambium layer, and brand new leaves, brand new. You see how it's all wiggly? It's because it's brand new, nice and soft, just like a baby, right? So you want to keep your branches healthy and green. And the way you do that is by protecting this outer layer of peel or bark, right? It's actually called the cambium layer, which, as we all know now, that's what helps deliver all the water and the nutrients to the leaves from the main stalk all the way up the shoots to the leaves and of course the fruit. Now, what happens when you get sunburn? What does it look like? Let's move this a little closer over here. And this is what sunburn looks like. See how ugly that is? And it looks like a twig it looks like a dead branch, but it's not dead. See, there's still brand new leaves on it, and baby fruit starting to form, all the flowers. But that's what it looks like, sunburn. So sunburn on your avocado trees, not good. You definitely want to protect them with a nice layer of, let's call it sunscreen, but it's basically acrylic latex paint, diluted 50% with water, 50% paint, and just paint all the branches you have. For example, this brand new one that just came out, paint everything up. And it's okay that you painted even the leaves. You don't want to get all the leaves paint, just the branch itself. But new sprouts will come out, and it'll take good care of your trees. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, and the little bell alert button. And let me know if you have any comments, any questions. You can always email me or leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll be glad to help with any questions you have or come up with some topic ideas for you. So let me know what you're interested in, and I'll be glad to help you guys out. Have a good day.